Anga Joshi told himself to go home. It was officially after midnight, officially the 6th, and his operation was officially a failure, when over 2 days of prep and 24 hours of non-stop nationwide surveillance had given him nothing. Nothing but a lot of explaining to do come morning. Nothing but the knowledge that he wouldn't see this hideous ghost haunting them, this man they called the Golden Ratio Killer, like it was some kind of prized title again, until they stumbled on another body, cut into pieces and completely desecrated in a way that should never happen to anyone. He leaned back in his chair until it was balancing on its back wheels, staring at the dim-lit LCDs across the quiet, darkened war room. There were only 4 analysts left, staring dazedly at their computer screens. One of them had shut the overheads off a few hours ago, complaining of eye strain and plunging them all into the dark. All the others had gone home hours ago, slogging out the door like zombies. He felt like he'd wasted their energy, their time. But Kalaji was right. They'd tried, and they'd had to try. Still, it was time to cut his losses and call it. Anga braced his hands on his thighs, pushing to his feet, wincing as his back protested. Nice little reminder that no matter how often his heart tried to drag him down memory lane with Seong-Jae, he was several years older and not getting any younger. Rubbing at the base of his spine, he arched his back, stretching, then dropped his arms with a sigh. "Okay, folks," he said. "Thanks for sticking it out. But it's almost 1 in the morning. Let's put a pin in it and go home." There was a momentary delay before anyone even responded, before one at a time owlish eyes blinked at him dazedly over the tops of computer screens, dragging back to reality. With murmurs so slurred they may have been acknowledgement or may have been cursing him under their breaths. One at a time they rose, fumbling for jackets and bags and folders, with movements made clumsy by tired hands clawed into the shapes of their keyboards and backs curved from hunching over their workstations. Except for one, a girl named Gretchen, he thought. He remembered she was a new hire, but he hadn't been the one to interview her at that level, just stamped off on her background clearance and hiring paperwork. She was fresh-faced, looked young enough to barely be out of high school, let alone of college with multiple advanced degrees, and she was the only one who still looked in any way awake, alert, her eyes fixed on the screen, the light washing her skin out from deep burnished brown to an odd bluish tan. "Wait," she said, holding a hand up without looking at him, her voice distracted. "I think I've got something. It might not be anything, but..."